Hello, hello. Oh, this is way more echoey in here than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna be here for a few minutes, then I gotta go. See if anybody comes on. Last time I started it like 3 times and nobody came on, and I realized that it was on unlisted, so nobody was seeing it. Hi, single person that's here. Hi, Marta, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hi. I picked a super echoey space, so sorry about that. I thought it would be nice with just the like white behind me. Greetings from Oregon State. Hi, Oregon. Oregon. Where I live here, they call it Oregon. Out in the Midwest. Thank you, Marta. Hi, Linda. So, you guys, I'm going to be here for a few minutes. I just wanted to check in. Obviously, we've had a lot of celestial things going on, a lot of energetic shifts, and we hit that 3 energy real hard today. So I just kind of wanted to come on and see how everybody's doing. I know I woke up and felt like it was a really, I don't know, a really intense energy. I mean, I feel like every day I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be super chill today. Like things are going to calm down just for a single day, maybe. And it's the opposite of that. And so Oregon, yeah. Yeah. Yep. They always make fun of me out here. They're like, oh, you call it Oregon. Yeah, I'm from Northern California, babe. All right, does anybody want to start out with a question, or should we just kind of do like a collective message? I'm not. No, I am in the United States for sure. Yeah, of course. I think it's Charisse. That's what I'm going to go with, Charisse. If I said it wrong or I picked the wrong letters in there, I'm sorry. But yes, please. Yeah, we're definitely in a mess here. It has been quite concerning. How are things in Australia, Linda? I have no idea. I feel terrible saying this, but I haven't really thought of a lot of other places because here has just been it's been real difficult, but I hope things are well down there. You're coming into the cooler season. Maybe is it the rain season in Australia? Okay, Charisse, we're gonna pick some cards. Will this be long or short? Okay, let's see. So we have the Six of Swords. We have, which is the Science card, right? So you, in certain systems, there is this concept of doing the science of our own lives, right? Doing the mathematics of our own lives, and of every situation that we come into, the dynamics of our relationships are patterns, right? And I don't just mean like the cycles of our emotions and the things we do to cope with our emotions, and uh, quite literally everything that happens in our lives are patterns. They are energies, frequencies, sounds, light, a lot of other things. And they are sorted in such a way that it is somewhat predictable, right? But there are moments of divergence. Now, when we look at the Six of Swords, we're looking at this kind of energy of like, okay, let's open our eyes all the way up. We have to do the inventory of our life, of ourself, of our relationship, but we also have to be very mindful that there might be some stuck point within the relationship where you have an opportunity to unlearn maybe some of your behaviors, maybe unlearn some of your coping mechanisms, this kind of thing. Now, we're going to do two more here. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands. So it almost feels in the Fool. It almost feels to me like this relationship vacillates between intense attraction, emotion, fulfillment, wanting, needing. It's like you're screaming at each other in the parking lot, and then 2 seconds later, you like need to hold each other. And to some people, they look at it, well, they're very volatile. But the thing is, I think that you kind of vacillate through these emotions together. The Fool tells me, though, that it's almost kind of like a mirroring of your world. Everything is so complicated and in such an overt way right now that it is being mirrored in a relationship. So I feel like the real thing here is like learning to let go of some things. Now, I'm not saying like dismiss your feelings about behaviors or, emotional stuff or whatever. If something is not right or they do something that is, detrimental, then of course there needs to be, something done with that, not ignored. But I think when you have these heightened emotions within a relationship and you're in a place where it's kind of been unstable, it is easy to get really stuck in those thought loops where it's like, well, you also didn't take out the trash and you forgot, to, take the whatever to the car to the oil change and you didn't check in, I'm having a hard time. You didn't send me a text today. You weren't even thinking, and it's like we get, right? So sometimes we have to remind ourselves, this is like it's a trap. It's a mental trap that we set for ourselves. It's like we hurt our own feelings on purpose because guess what? We do get dopamine from negative interactions. Now, I'm not saying that it's your fault or it's their fault. I'm just saying that you guys have a really complex thing going, and sometimes it might be that you just kind of have to like laugh things off. You kind of have to say, well, that sucked, what are we going to do next? You know what I mean? So to me, I feel like there's still so much hope here, but it's you're evolving quickly and the world is moving at such a rapid pace. It's hard to even get your head to stop spinning. Okay, let's see. Will this be long or short? Okay, let's go ahead. Does she actually feel good about what she is doing? What does that mean? Is that a question for the cards? Okay, let's see. We're going to do, is this a long or short thing happening? I'm not going to say the word, but I guess it could be any of the okay, so we start with the Ten of Swords, which is where it all feels like we're like on the brink of it, right? Ooh. Okay, we also have the Five of Swords. We're breaking it down. We have the Beloved. I don't think this is going to be a short thing by any means, but it doesn't mean that we're going to keep hearing about it, right? There's so many things going on where it's like, they trot the pony out to the front and we're looking at it and, and then that starts to, okay, now we've like done the thing for everybody to look at and it starts to fade away and we think, oh, okay, it's coming to an end. But the reality is there's just not as much coverage. We're not paying attention to it. So and the other thing with stuff that's going on in the world is that it gets resorted into different areas, right? So it might be an overt thing happening, and then you start to see it, in the economy. You start to see it in, like the tariffs and that kind of stuff. I'm not a political wizard at all. Not at all. I only keep up so I can deploy hyper sigils, you guys. Let me just keep it real. So it's not gonna be a short thing. It's not. And I don't know what that means, honestly, but I have a feeling, by the summer, we're gonna kind of have a really clear vision of what some of the future is gonna look like for us. I don't know which way that's gonna go. We're gonna feel, yes, of course we can feel it. Every day since this fall, I've been waking up just like something heavy, something really heavy is hanging out. Yeah. Summer, I'm not saying I don't know that it's going to be done by summer. I think that we really are going to have a clear idea of what the beginning of a major shift in the Western world is going to look like, But we have really short memories, which is, I grew up with my great grandma who was native Choctaw, and she grew up in Oklahoma and left around the time of the Dust Bowl. And the stories I heard about them moving to California and becoming migrant workers, and they did like picking vegetables and things like that, mostly fruits. And the stories I heard about how their lives were, I'm scared, but I'm not scared. You know what I mean? Like we find a way. We find a way, or we don't, but we'll find a way, Hey, Papa, can you turn that down? Okay, let's see. Create versus consume, my friends. Yes. No Eyes by Mary Summer Rain. I'm going to check it out. Are you coming out? Come on, jump up. There we go. I have sad news for anybody who has been around on the channel since the beginning. TT, she used to come around in the videos a lot. She's the hairless cat that I rescued many years ago. Anyway, she's close to passing, which has been hard. I'm not gonna cry on camera. So I don't know. I haven't known what to say about it on the videos, but we still have Pudgy here. And Pudgy's about to turn 19. Thank you. Yeah, it's been hard. It's hard. I don't want to impede her process. Um, but you don't want them to be in pain either, you know. Oh, sis, you caught me. Oh, my sister's here. Hi, sis. Lisa is her name. I'm going to point you out in the comments. Hi, I love you. I'm about to go get the child picked up. Happy 3-3, what is it? 3-3-3-3-3. Not Pudgy TT. Pudgy's good. This is Pudgy right here. He's good. So far, he's still kicking around. He's old though, this boy. I will, sis. I love y'all. No, yeah, I know. I'm sitting in the dark. Did anybody see the eclipse? I was sleeping. Ooh. Oh yeah, it was overcast here too, now that I remember. It was dark last night. I could feel it though. Dude, this moon has just like it has come around. It has left me discombobulated. Oh yeah. That's cool that you could watch it on somebody's feed. Here, put your tail over here, man. Come on. Well, you guys, I should go. I know I only let's pick like a couple more cards. I want to do a couple more cards. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go get in the front of the drop off line, or I'll be there forever, forever and ever and ever. Huh, Pudgy? Okay, so I'm just gonna pick like 3 cards for the next 24 hours. All right, so we have the Princess of Cups, which is nice. I love, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so we have the 7 of Discs, which heavy feels like, ooh, it almost kind of feels like a premature thinking something is going to go the wrong way. Like you already gave up before you even started type of deal. And here's the thing is that it feels like something that like you're really looking forward to, but kind of is almost like some stuck point. You know what I mean? Like you didn't get the direct invitation. You got the general invitation. So you kind of already have like decided it's going to be terrible, or, you know, some little thing, or maybe there's somebody going to a thing that like you don't want to see, or, and then we'll see last. So we have the 2 of Wands. It does feel, I'm going to pull one more. I want some clarity here. What is this about exactly? Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. So it's like this is a real apparent choice. This is like a moment where like usually it's something you would snap about or something that you would maybe make a big deal of, or you would like go out of your way to like post about it or send the group text or whatever. And I feel like it's almost kind of the real gift in this situation where you're kind of already thinking it's going to go the wrong way. You have the immediate feeling of like, I want to say the thing, but you kind of like pump the brakes a little bit. There seems to be kind of this really like intense consciousness about like, I can decide not to do the thing. I can decide not to say the thing. Here's my little tippy toe foot in the door to the right direction. So I'm going to try my best to make a good choice. Does that mean that we always do? No. Sometimes we deserve, as a little treat and most excellent crash out. Sometimes that's the choice that we need to make, right? But we also have the Emperor. So that tells me this is a real feeling of diplomacy, right? You're gonna try to be easy on it. And I think that this is going to like help set you up to have like a better attitude about the rest of the week. Does that make sense? I did cut my hair. I did cut my hair. Yes. And I tried to cut, listen, because now it's all curling up. Like I'm always like, no, it's not curly now. And I know it looks terrible because I need to put some water in it. But okay, so it wasn't curling because it was so long and heavy. I cut it to like right here when it's wet. Okay. I cut like maybe this much off and then it just springs up. And now it looks like it's like this long. Explain that to me, Lisa. I did cut it dry. That's the worst part. I did cut it dry. It just was so bad and hanging and heavy. I was just in there like, doo, doo, doo. And okay, you'll laugh at this. I actually texted Trina. Sorry, Trina, I just doxed you. Not really, but I said your name. I texted Trina because I was like, Trina, I think I'm gonna cut my hair into a mullet. Don't tell your mom. I was like, she's gonna make fun of me. I was gonna do one of those wolf haircut things, and then I got scared because I remember what mom and dad looked like with their hair. So I was like, there's ain't no way. Thank you, Rena. Hi, RID. I knew you'd think that was funny. I was going to tell you that the other day and then I forgot. Because I'm a dink like that. All right, you guys, I love you. I got to run. Maybe I'll try to jump on later. I don't know. Depends on how much of the news I watch. How in the dumps I feel. Hi. I know every time like I start to go, I'm like, oh. I forget what she said. She said something like, do it. You know, Trina, she's more I don't know if she is now, but she used to be more adventurous like I am. Thank you, Rena. Let's see, Davidson. I'm gonna pull you a card real quick. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. So something's gonna get in the way, but okay, we have the Hangman. You got to give something up. You got to give something up to get there. What's the last card here? Ooh, okay, so maybe you're distracted. We have the Seven of Cups, which is the card of debauchery. We also had the Devil card, which jumped right out. So I'm not trying to call you out here, but you got something going on in your life that maybe is getting in the way a little bit, keeping you maybe not like totally squared away. So I think that when you kind of get that kind of rebellious, like, I'm not gonna like live this way anymore type of energy, which is the devil energy, um, the the transmuter, really the rebellious kind of thing that we need when it's like, man, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like, it has to change. It's gonna change. Um, I think once that stuff's dealt with, this job is going to start, and it's going to start quite well. I just got my hair cut as well on Thursday. Ooh, it's probably about your length now too. Well, we're now the Bobbsey twins. I don't know if that's if is that like a okay thing to say? I have to look up all of the sayings now, so I'm not saying something crazy. I got it. So well, send me in pictures. Sis, I love you. We got to get on the on video so you can talk to little mama. She needs your love and guidance because she has been well, she's been a straight up anarchist in our house. She's like me times 1,000, so you can imagine. All right, you guys, I love you. And Lisa, text me. Bye, you guys. Where's the thing?